Hey everybody, Edo here, and I wanted to do a mid-year update on all things Pencil First Games. I don't usually do mid-year updates. I mean, I certainly could, but I usually do a yearly if you follow the channel and if you're familiar with it. But yesterday, in the Pencil First Games community group on Facebook, which if you're not a member of and you're into PFG, you should join. I'll link it below. But somebody asked how Malpeak was doing, when Malpeak was going to go to Kickstarter. And usually an answer to that question is like, when we're ready, we're not quite done, that kind of thing. But the situation has changed dramatically, and I felt like I wanted to give some people some insight. Now, if you've seen my channel, I've talked about some of the situations with customs and trade and things like that, which I go into more detail. Or if you're paying attention, there have been lots of other creators, lots of other publishers, lots of folks talking about this. This is the first you're hearing about it. The worldwide trade world is changing, but right now, my Pencil First Games' top priority of all is to deliver Fullerifus. Fullerifus was our last Kickstarter, and it's a Kickstarter we want to deliver, and so everything is going smooth. We do a very good job of being prepared and moving along. We're ahead of schedule, right? Games printed, and in fact, I can confirm is completely printed now. And what we're trying to do, because we print in China, what we're trying to do is get on a freight and ship the game to our different partners to get it to backers. And over the last 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, I guess a while, the price of shipping freight has, like on a cargo ship, has exploded. Like exploded. Like the examples are something that would cost $4,000, $5,000 a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, maybe a year ago. It's now $25,000 to $30,000, including all sorts of shenanigans and gougings and other things that are going on. It's so bad that the print, I received the print proof. I noticed an issue, which I brought up with our printer, Watts, which they recognized and they fixed, which took a total of 4 or 5 days to fix this issue, right? Like, they were able to address it. In the span of that time, the pricing of shipping has gone up thousands of dollars for a week delay. It's crazy. And so it's now at a point where actually, like, I don't even quite know if we're going to be able to get on a ship. I think we are. I don't know what price it's going to be. We're working it through. It's so expensive, I'm trying to partner with other companies to do this. It's crazy. Now, if I said that was the only issue and it was just a pricing thing, that's one thing, but it's a couple things. So this has been a hard year for a lot of creators with separation of the UK from the European Union. That cascaded a lot of issues, and in some ways both of those, I guess one's a country, the other's a group, a union, updated and has been changing their enforcement and how they work with custom rules and other things. And so even before all the shipping expenses stuff came up, there's just been an increased complication on product labeling, routes you're shipping to, standards you need to meet for now the UK that's different than the EU, and it's been really, really tiresome. Look, I'm not saying Pencil First Games isn't going to make games. Love making games. But it has now, between those issues, which I think I've gotten a handle on, and now these pricing issues, in some ways, I don't know what's going to happen in the marketplace. And Pencil First Games, we've made, I don't know, 10, 12, 13 games over the last 5, 6 years. And this is a hobby. I have a full-time job, right? And so part of the way this has worked is that things were fairly predictable. Kickstarter understood this, understood the amount of time would take, finish the game, then there'd be a little money. Eventually it'd hit retail and make a little money. Then we would do the next one. And there was like a beat. There was a cadence. I think it was like 2 Kickstarters a year. Um, at this point, I'm hesitating to run Kickstarters, and but it's certainly the case that these products were made on the premise of Kickstarters, and we're not really in a position to bring them to light without it. And so we're a little bit at a standstill. The crazy thing is, we've hit our stride in making games, like certainly for myself, but as a team and all the people I work with, and there's lots of people and lots of projects, but like the games are great. The games are great, and just have gotten good at it. But I don't know what to do. So like Mall Peak, gameplay complete. We have all the art. We're in the process of finalizing the rule book. That would be on track to do a Kickstarter, right? The 100 Tory expansion, Diverging Paths, is in fantastic shape. Scott Caputo has been sharing pictures of the proto reviewer copy that we have that he's been using. It looks amazing. We're working on. I'm working on a Hanafuda deck with Vincent Dutrait that'll be part of that campaign. Hanafuda is like a traditional Japanese game, but we're like working with our subject matter experts and really doing a deep dive. I'll share some photos, but we're like thrilled about it. Sunset Overwater Pocket Edition also moved along, also in good shape. The next game with Steve Finn, the next lightweight small box game, is in great shape. I haven't announced it yet because I don't know what I'm doing, but it's in great shape. Then there's other titles that are even that are further out, but more Skull Hollow stuff, like a title that I've been working on for a long time. I'm now working with Roberto Taylor. I'm super excited about. It's called Vineyard, but we'll see where it's not what it's going to ultimately called. And just so much cool stuff. So much. I'm like super thrilled and excited about Pencil First Games, but right now, I don't know how to. I know how to deal with all of the different issues on customs and shipping, but there's like a couple different decisions that have expensive ramifications. I don't know what the pricing like. We don't have big our campaigns do well, but they don't do amazingly well with Skull Hollow. But like they're rock solid. I'm proud of that. But they also they're not spewing off money where I can take something that cost $5,000 and then make it $25,000 and say, oh, that's no big deal. Like they don't make that kind of money. And Pencil First Games prides itself. I pride myself on really doing a fantastic job with Kickstarters in terms of consistency of delivery, timeline, all of those things. And if I don't know the time, I don't know the time. It's problematic. Also, I've even looked into U.S. printing. The problem's so bad that U.S. printers are overrun. Of those there are, and they don't even respond back to you. So I could even look up what are the other alternatives? Oh well, I don't know the answer to that. So what does that mean to fans of Pencil First Games or people willing to watch this video? I think what it means is we've got amazing stuff that I'm thrilled to bringing it out to people that have been collaborations with tons of talented folks. I need to understand and figure out how to best approach Kickstarter, and I'm not going to rush it. So I'm in a little bit of a wait and see. In the meantime, we're making everything, getting everything in as good a position as possible, right? To make them fantastic games and fantastic Kickstarters and all that stuff. And then I'm going to have to decide if I lump a couple, if I do like the Dr. Finn's games do, and I do like a PFG everything. I still got to figure out EU and UK and worldwide shipping for future titles. And so my hope is 2-3 months, this is a little bit more clear. Maybe we see the top of it's like this. It's like this. like, I don't know where the top is, and I don't know if it goes down. But at least if I knew the top, I could do some math. If it like leveled out, I could be like, okay, this is the worst. How do I plan around the worst, right? Oh, well, I'll have to do it, but then maybe try to get a reprint in there to cut cost or partner with another company. Like, you know. Yeah. And so until then, I'm just on hold. The biggest focus for me right now is like getting Foliferous on a boat, and like it could be, oh, cool, $10,000 more. It's like that crazy. It's that crazy. We're at, $20 bottles of water. That's where we're at. It's that kind of thing right now. Gas gout. I mean, we're like at that point, and so I just want to get, and then other things is people get signed up for boats, and then they're like, oh, we ran out of space, or we can't do it, or like a bunch of people are signing up, but there's too many people who want to get out for holiday. So I will be in much better position to like try to map out a plan once I know Foliferous is en route to its proper places. I know the bill, because the bill's big. The bill's big. The bill impacts the business. It doesn't crush the business, but it absolutely impacts the business. And this is one of those times I'm fortunate to not be full-time, not have quit my job, right? To still have a job. There are folks who are full-time games, and many folks are being devastated by this. So anyway, that's that. That's where we're at. So if there isn't really, I don't really need, I just need information that no one can really give, but I do appreciate the thoughts and perspective people have given in the past. So thanks as always.